Hello, guys. My name is Ahmed Khalif for the Unscripted Talks here in DURB Radio. Kindly, if you are watching us right now, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, press the notification button so anytime that we are live, you are also notified. And anytime we upload our content, you get notified. Also, in our Facebook page, kindly follow us. Now, today, I want to talk about the church, and as I speak today, I believe that the church is one of the biggest problems that Kenya has. You know, remember at the initiation of the Reject Finance Bill protests, there were injuries, there were people who were injured, and some people who were shot. And they tried to knock on the doors of the church, but nobody was opening those doors. Fortunately enough, mosques were open, and to be very specific, Jamia Mosque was open there in Nairobi to help bring patients who had minor and major injuries to be assisted in terms of first aid before they were transferred to either Kenyatta National Hospital and other hospitals. Now, persistently, when these demonstrations were still going on, we could see a few churches were now trying to welcome these people. Now, there was this day that gangs, police gangs were unleashed in Githurai 45 and did shoot at innocent youths. They did shoot at innocent youths, you know. Then it came a time whereby now the protests took another diversion, whereby there had been organized requiem masses for the fallen soldiers. Were there any churches that opened their doors for these? No. Now we understand even criminals, even thieves, during their last day, when they accorded their last respect, there is always a priest, someone to represent them from the faith. Yeah. Now, these are people who are fighting for the nation. These are people who are fighting to reject a bill that was going to affect anybody else who is residing in Kenya. It doesn't matter whether you are a Kenyan citizen, but as long as you were to go to the shop and buy an item, be it a phone, be it using a phone, be it you have a baby, you want to buy diapers, you are to be affected directly because these are very basic commodities that people are using. Food, talk of bread, cooking oil, you see. But now, somebody dies in that cause, but you don't want to open your doors to be assisted. By that, I strongly agree that the major problem we have is the church. Just the other day, we saw the church itself inviting itself through the leadership to State House. Whatever they talked about, we don't know. You understand? Now, I could see one of the, I don't know if it's a pastor or bishop, was coming out with a brown envelope. And like somebody was joking, like, see your priest carrying a phone inside that brown envelope. Of course, we all understand what that means when matters brown envelope. Now, just to support my statement, this is what Boniface Mwangi just tweeted yesterday. He said, if you want to understand how captured the Kenyan church is, no church we approached was willing to allow us to hold a requiem mass service for all the Kenyans murdered during the protest. They are all afraid of getting targeted by Zakayo. The church should be fearless, but leaves it in suspense. Food for thought. So, we all know who Zakayo is. Zakayo is the nickname given to the Kenyan president William Samoei Ruto. You know, Zakayo in the Christian faith in the Bible is the tax collector. So he keeps on increasing. And I believe there's also a quote in the Bible that, I don't know the book, that says, do not collect more than you should. Right? And it is so funny that the president takes himself with a lot of trying to create a notion that he's a churchgoer, is somebody who respects faith, also to their, wives and all that, the first lady, Now, the church is really disappointing Kenyans. How do you say that you fear being targeted by the president? How do you say that you fear being a victim? The church, you know, when there is any other problem, the most safest place a person should feel is either one, a church, a mosque, or maybe in the temple. Major faith that we have in Kenya is the Muslim and Christians. Then slowly trickling in also the Hindus. You understand? So the most safest place a person should be is a church. Even terrorists themselves, they know you don't touch the church. Anybody else who wants to commit any kind of anarchy, arsonists, they don't target the church. So if you see anybody targeting the church, that is a direct devil. That is a direct agent of the devil. So, church leaders, you are one big mistake that Kenya has ever witnessed in history. You understand? Because you should be at the forefront. Or else, where do you expect these people to go to? In their times of need, it is the church that should be able to console them. Yeah? I'm not just meaning the church in the context of the church. I'm meaning in the context of religion. Yeah? Mosques are open, and I'm not saying this just to make you feel bad as a Christian, but I'm a very proud Muslim. I'm a very proud Muslim because it doesn't matter whether you're a Muslim or not. You will be welcome to the mosque. Maybe that is what you didn't know. It doesn't matter your race, your color, and we call ourselves brothers. Whether you're from America, you are from Iraq, you are from Korea, you are from China, no matter which country you are in, you are a Muslim, you are our brother. We are brothers together. You see, we are a brethren. Maybe different from Christianity. There is that disunity, and so much of our church shenanigans that are going on. Pandambegu, plant a seed and you'll be blessed. Tithing and all that kind of stuff. No, it has gone to another level. Yeah. So the church is so concerned about what people are contributing in terms of tithes, but not concentrating on their well-being. I mean, if this person cannot trust you as a church to come and you offering them that safe space, so where do you expect them to get the safe space? It is a space that should be shielding them in the times and hours of need. So it is so clear that the church has failed Kenyans, and Kenyans shall not forget that. You understand? It is these churches where these political leaders stand on top of those so-called holy altars, donate money worth millions. You don't question where that money has come from. You don't question. Those are proceeds of corruption. Those are proceeds of intimidation. Somebody somewhere is crying of lack of job. Yet see the extravagance that our MPs show. Watches over 30 million, shoes over millions. I mean, what for? You understand? ETC cards worth 377,000 for passing through the expressway. What for? The extravagance that has been shown through our state officials is so unmeasurable that if we were to start fighting corruption, we should first of all seal the loophole and do a lifestyle audit for these people. Because we know, and even if we check their salaries against their wealth, I mean, you will be surprised to see how they unmatch. So, this is the time that you, the church, should sit down, rethink, refocus, and establish clearly your objectives as a church. What you really want. Do you really want to be agents of trying to propagate corruption and be a friend, lay in bed with the same regimes that oppress your people? That is food for thought for you. Now, I also saw another tweet from Aden Duale. It is alleged that Aden Duale was caught with over 280 million in the United Arab Emirates, to be specific, in Dubai, you know, which he couldn't account for until the president had to intervene for him to be released. I mean, how do you have 280 millions pesa taslimu, yani hard cash, and you cannot be even accountable for it? So this is where they get the money and go invest the proceeds of corruption in other countries. Now, it is so clear, and I'm so happy about the Standard newspaper, the title or the headline that they gave the newspaper, The Last Supper. Now, the president convened yesterday a cabinet meeting in State House. And now people are scampering left, right, and center because they know some of them are going home. So this is what Adinwale did say, and this is what he was telling the president. If the president feels I have let him down as a minister of defense, I want him to do the right thing, not only start with me and all the rest who have let him down, in the interest of Kenyans, and tell us to step aside. I am ready. So they really understand that them as cabinet ministers, they have let the president down big time. And now they're saying they are ready to step down. Fine. If they step down, now, who are occupying those seats again? Are they people who are so tarnished with corruption? Are people whose reputation have already been mutilated? Because either you can't defend a reputation where there is none. And when I look at those cabinet ministers, there is none. There is none who has a reputation. You only defend a reputation when there is one. Right? Food for thought. Call me Ahmed Khalif for the unscripted talks here in DURB Radio. Kindly, if you're watching this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Press on the notification button so anytime that we are live or we upload any content, you'll be the very first person to be notified. Also on our Facebook page, kindly follow us. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, DURB Radio ndio mpango mzima.